Iberian Trail Expedition, episode 37. After ripping my tyre off the wheel and exploding it back onto the rim by using an aerosol to fill up the tyre and lighting it up to cause an explosion inside the tyre, my friend Chus and I were ready to get this wheel back on and get down off this remote mountain trail. With the wheel located back onto the studs on the hub, we rattled the wheel nuts up with the impact gun and got packed up. We tightened up the wheel nuts with the tyre iron, and that was us, ready to go, after this breakdown in one of the most spectacular places I'd been.
We did it!
And now we're gonna go down. I'd planned to cross to the town of Sotres via this 4x4 pass. On this map, you can see how far we made it before having to turn back, since it had been impassable. As a result, I would now have to backtrack on myself some 400 kilometers and drive around these mountains, taking a route closer to the coast, or to the left on this map. This had been the only unpaved 4x4 route through the Picos de Europa, meaning I'd have to spend about 200 kilometers on road to get around the Picos, making it impossible to claim an off-road circumnavigation of the Iberian Peninsula unless I came back here and drove this 35 kilometers of dirt that had been denied to us this time. This had been a mega effort, but unfortunately our efforts hadn't been enough, and this pass remained impassable for now. It would be the privilege of somebody else to open up this pass for the year. For us now, it was time to descend back into the valley from where we'd come. As we descended to a lower altitude, signs of regular life began to reappear. As the brutal, inhospitable terrain fell away, the temperature climbed by a few degrees, and we re-entered the lower-lying valleys and more hospitable climbs. We dropped back down into Espinama, the little outpost town that would use as a staging point for our expedition to cross the mountains. We pulled over in the town square to commiserate and congratulate ourselves on the small wins from today, as well as making a bloody good effort at an impossible task. This had been one of the most epic days on this expedition so far, and despite us not having been able to make it through, I was grateful for the opportunity and the experience. This had been one of the most fun days of overlanding that I've ever had, and I vowed to come back one day in the future to finally conquer this pass. Chus and I bid each other goodbye on the side of the road, and I found myself alone in the Iberian Peninsula once again.
Chus is the man. The absolute man, honestly.
We failed, but, you know, we had a damn good time doing it.